This woman handed her daughter a $10 million jade necklace and left her in the crowd at a railway station. Her last words, "Keep it safe. Someone will come for you." She entered the train to distract the attackers, but moments later, the train exploded. Little Amelia stood there crying, clutching the necklace to her chest. Saved by rescuers, she was taken to an orphanage, a filthy place where she was tortured every day. She was treated like a servant, but she always hoped that someone would one day recognize the $10 million jade necklace hidden beneath her bed. But one day, another girl stole the necklace. Amelia tried to fight back, but before she could take it back, one of the workers came rushing in, asking for the girl with the necklace. Elena had it on, so the worker grabbed her and took her straight to an old man in an expensive suit. The man's eyes lit up when he saw the necklace. "I've found the true heir," he declared. But before she could say a word, the staff locked her up inside the orphanage. Life turned into misery. Amelia was treated like a maid, forced to scrub and serve every day. Then one day, a man named Raphael adopted her and took her home. Amelia thought her luck had finally turned. But her new mother and sister were worse than anyone at the orphanage. They starved her, worked her like dirt, and left her alone for months. Slowly, Amelia grew used to the torture. She buried her memories of the necklace and her past. On her 18th birthday, Raphael knocked on her door and told her to come down for breakfast. Amelia walked into the dining room and froze. The table was covered with a lavish spread, and a sign read, "Happy birthday, Amelia." Her new mother and sister were sitting there, smiling. Her sister leaned over, whispered something into her mother's ear.
"I am going to give this bitch a gift she will never forget."
That night, Raphael had organized a lavish 18th birthday party for Amelia at a popular club. Dressed in a stunning gown, Amelia looked radiant. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, genuine happiness bubbled within her. She laughed with Raphael and a few of his friends who had come to celebrate. Suddenly, Sophie approached her with a sweet smile on her face.
"Happy birthday, sister,"
she said, her tone dripping with false sincerity. She held out a glass.
"I'm really sorry for everything I did. Why don't we be friends and put all this behind us? Let's drink to our newfound friendship."
Amelia was skeptical. Could Sophie truly be sincere? But the festive atmosphere and the rare feeling of joy made her hesitant to doubt her stepsister's intentions. She thought maybe, just maybe, Sophie was finally trying to make amends. But Amelia had no idea this one mistake was about to change everything. She took the drink Sophie offered and took a sip. Almost immediately, the lights around her seemed to grow brighter, the music louder, the energy of the club intensified tenfold. Amelia giggled, a strange lightness taking over her body. She was high. She woke up the next morning, naked in a beautiful and luxurious hotel room. A lingering warmth still tingling through her body from the previous night's passionate encounter. A soft smile touched her lips as she stretched in the large bed.
I can't believe I lost my virginity to a stranger last night.
She looked beside her, expecting to see the handsome stranger, but the space was empty. A slight frown creased her brow.
Where did he go?
She murmured, sitting up and pulling the silken sheets around her. She searched the room, her initial confusion turning into a flutter of disappointment. He was nowhere to be seen. Just then, the doorbell rang. A wide smile bloomed on Amelia's face.
He came back.
she thought, her heart skipping a beat. She hurried to the door and swung it open, but the sight that greeted her was far from what she expected. In a matter of seconds, the room was stormed with a team of armed bodyguards, followed by a man in a suit. Amelia froze. There was something about men dressed in black suits that took her back to her childhood. They were followed by a stern man in a suit.
Sweep for weapons and recording devices. Check her belongings.
He pinched his brow.
I don't know what he was thinking about betting a stray local without screening her first.
If the suited man had known who Amelia truly was, would he have had the courage to speak such filth aloud?
Don't touch me. What do you want?
Amelia screamed at the suited man.
Mr. Cortez, attorney at law. My client is the gentleman you spent the night with.
He shoved a paper at her.
Sign this NDA and leave.
Her head spun.
Where is he?
She couldn't remember his name.
Wait, did he even tell me? Who the hell did I sleep with? And why does he have a SWAT team? Is he the son of some kind of mafia boss?
Amelia thought. Mr. Cortez rudely snapped at her.
Miss, where is your cell phone? Did you take any photos or video recordings of him?
We took a selfie.
A guard yanked her phone from her purse. Cortez ordered,
Delete it. Wipe all traces.
That's my property.
Amelia seethed. She would have slapped them if she weren't stuck naked under the sheets.
Where is your client? I want to speak with him now.
The lawyer pushed his glasses up his nose.
He's gone. His jet left this morning. You won't see him again.
Amelia's face fell as she fought the sting of tears threatening to stream from her eyes. How did she go to sleep in heaven and wake up in a living hell? Defeated, her voice cracked.
Well, can I at least know his name?
Mr. Cortez looked at her with no emotion.
If you don't know him, it's because he chose to remain anonymous. That's the protocol he's instructed to follow for all intimate encounters. It's nothing personal.
His words were a punch to Amelia's gut.
Now please sign this NDA stating you won't attempt to defame or blackmail my client.
Cortez handed her a contract and a pen. A single tear fell onto the document as Amelia signed it. How was she supposed to defame a man whose name she didn't even know? And now that they deleted the only photo she had of him, it was as if the night they shared never happened. She felt embarrassed, stupid, and ashamed.
Tell your client he disgusts me, and I'll never forgive him for treating me like this. If he ever comes near me again, I'll destroy him.
2 months had passed since the mysterious, handsome ghost slept with Amelia and disappeared. The pain he left behind had faded into the background. Life, for once, felt perfect. She was about to graduate, had secured admission to her dream college, and her childhood crush, Charles, had asked her to prom. But Amelia had no idea her perfect life was about to shatter again. In the Rivera family's Miami estate, Amelia stood ironing her graduation gown when Charles came bounding up the stairs, beaming. He had just been accepted to Columbia, the same college as Amelia, and couldn't wait to tell her. Her reaction was everything he hoped for, a squeal of joy.
Whoa, you okay?
At the clinic, the truth landed hard.
This has to be a mistake.
Charles said.
Stomach bug? Food poisoning?
The doctor shook her head.
The results are clear. She is pregnant.
Charles looked at Amelia, desperate.
But we haven't even...
His voice trailed off at the guilt in her eyes.
I'm sorry, Charles. It was before us. Just once. On my birthday.
The doctor added gently.
Sometimes, once is all it takes.
Charles stared, heartbroken.
Amelia, who's the father?
Her breath caught. She didn't have an answer. She didn't even know his name. Amelia had no idea how she would face her father.
Disgraceful!
Rafael Rivera's voice roared as he flipped the coffee table. Amelia and Charles sat frozen before her furious father.
How could you be so reckless? Charles, you animal!
Dad, it wasn't Charles.
Amelia cried.
He's not the father.
Raphael's eyes narrowed.
Then who is?
I don't know.
She whispered. Sophie chimed in, smug.
You didn't even know the guy? How could you do this to Charles?
Amelia snapped.
Stay out of it, Sophie.
Amelia could feel it. Sophie had a hand in her ruin, but she had no proof, just the bitter taste of betrayal.
I know I messed up,
Amelia said, holding her ground.
but I'm owning it.
Enough!
Raphael thundered, pulling out his phone.
We're getting rid of this problem tomorrow.
Amelia grabbed it.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Her voice trembled but stayed firm.
I think I want to keep the baby. I'm an adult. It's my choice.
Raphael slapped her for the first time in her life, and Sophie giggled. Amelia's cheeks stung, but the fire in her chest burned hotter. That slap? She wished the man who left her in this mess felt it too.
I made a mistake,
She said, steady.
but it's not the Dark Ages. I can be a single mom and still live.
Raphael pointed to the door.
Not in this house. If you keep the child, you're on your own.
Amelia walked out. And Charles followed, pleading with her to stay. Through tearful eyes, she told him he deserved better. Columbia, a clean future, not the weight of her mistakes. Though it broke her, she let him go, choosing to walk away before her resolve crumbled. Their paths had to split. What Amelia didn't know was that this one mistake would haunt her forever. Amelia had no idea who her child's father was, but she had one lead, Mr. Cortez. One email later, she was in his office, determined to deliver a message. Whoever his client was, he had wrecked her life.
Miss Rivera, lovely to see you.
She cut him off.
I only reached out because your client deserves to know he has a child on the way, not that he knows anything about responsibility. And just so we're clear, I'm keeping this baby. I didn't come here to be bullied.
Mr. Cortez folded his hands with a smirk.
My client supports your decision.
Amelia blinked.
Wait, really?
He still has no intention of being involved and will remain anonymous.
Of course. She rolled her eyes.
Still awful.
Mr. Cortez slid a document toward her.
You signed an NDA. There's a clause releasing my client from all parental responsibilities in case of pregnancy.
He chuckled.
Do you not read what you sign? Free legal advice.
Amelia clenched her fists.
Why did I even bother? Have a good day, Mr. Cortez.
Miss Rivera.
His tone stopped her.
You'll want to hear this.
She paused.
My client is offering to cover all medical expenses and provide a stipend until the child turns 18.
Amelia stared at him, suspicious.
Is this real? What's the catch?
Mr. Cortez slid another contract across the table.
Sign this and the support is guaranteed.
She narrowed her eyes.
What am I agreeing to?
If, at any point in the next 18 years, my client chooses to be involved, you'll grant him shared custody. You and the child must move into his home.
This asshole is unbelievable.
Amelia shot to her feet, her chair crashing back.
So if he randomly decides to play dad, I'm supposed to uproot everything and move in, just like that.
You're getting ahead of yourself. That would only happen if he steps into the role.
Amelia sat back, thinking. Her father had cut her off. Raising a baby alone wouldn't be easy. And so far, the guy hadn't done one decent thing for her. Odds were he never would. If only Amelia knew her real identity.
Keep this safe. It'll unlock your future.
She wouldn't have had to settle for the pennies being thrown her way. She would have met Mr. Cortez with more ferocity. But having nowhere to turn, she had to accept the conditions for her child's well-being. But she had no idea this was only taking her closer and closer to her real identity. A mischievous smile crept across her face.
Fine. If he ever crawls back, at least I'll know who the bastard is. And if he makes us move in, I'll make his life hell. Where do I sign?
Amelia half expected her child's father to show up the day she gave birth to her healthy baby boy, Max Rivera. But 6 years passed, and he never did. But fate had a twisted sense of humor, because just when she thought she was free of him, life had other plans. Amelia had built a simple, fulfilling life with Max, now 5, after being cut off by her father. She stayed in Miami, juggling college, motherhood, and an internship until she earned her degree. One evening, she found Max glued to the TV, watching CNN.
Max, let's switch to something more age-appropriate,
she said, tossing a pillow at him.
The news is appropriate for your age,
he replied without looking up. She grabbed the remote.
Look, funny pet videos.
Amelia laughed at a dancing parrot.
Mom, this is for babies.
She tickled him until he giggled.
After a long day, I need tiny cats bullying big dogs.
Max rolled his eyes but gave in. For 5 years, it had been just the two of them. Just then, a notification buzzed.
Shoot, the food delivery's here.
Max lit up.
Ramen?
Your favorite.
She grabbed her hoodie.
Stay here and don't open the door for anyone.
Amelia had no idea that just a rundown to get takeout would change her entire life. She hopped into the elevator, but the moment the doors shut, it jolted and went dark.
No, 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 no.
Frantic, she hit every button. Call box was dead. Her phone had no signal.
Hello? I'm in the elevator. Can anyone hear me?
10 agonizing minutes passed. Then another 10. Panic rose in her chest. Max would be scared. Finally, the elevator hummed back to life, and she bolted to her apartment.
Max, baby, I'm so sorry. Mom is back.
Silence. Her stomach dropped.
Max?
She checked his bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, even the closets. Nothing. Fearing her son had been abducted, Amelia bolted out of the building. When Amelia reached the street, her breath hitched. 4 black luxury cars were lined up in front of her building, their tinted windows too dark to see inside. Panic surged as she ran to the closest one and pounded on the door.
Max! Max, baby! Are you in there?
Before she could bang again, a hand landed on her shoulder. A familiar voice spoke behind her.
It's okay, Miss Rivera. Max is with us.
She spun around, heart pounding, and froze.
Mr. Cortez?
The last person she wanted to see. Her fear flared into fury.
Where is my son?
Mr. Cortez stayed calm, arms crossed.
Your son is safe, I promise.
Amelia barely heard him.
Where is Max?
He nodded toward the middle car.
He's inside with his father.
Everything stopped.
I'm sorry, did you just say his
father?
Her blood roared. She rushed toward the limo, but a wall of bodyguards blocked her path.
Miss, please step back.
One said firmly.
You need to calm down.
Calm down.
Amelia snapped.
He can't just take my child.
Her mind raced. She'd imagined Max's father showing up, mostly so she could slap him and end things once and for all, but not like this. The worst part? The man had her son in a car, and she still didn't know who the hell he was. Little did she know that his true identity would be beyond her wildest dreams, just as hers would be for him. A man with Spanish features sat in the back of a limousine, staring at Max Rivera, who glared back defiantly. Dressed in a sharp navy suit, he turned to his assistant, Victor.
Victor, what's wrong with the kid?
Victor hesitated.
He bit the guard who carried him.
The man smirked.
Good. Serves him right for not following my instructions. I told you to invite the boy and his mother, not abduct them.
Max interrupted.
Then let me go back to my mom. She'll be mad if I'm not in the apartment when she comes back. And trust me, you don't want to see her mad.
Before Javier could answer, a staff member popped into the car.
Sir, there's a situation. The VP needs an emergency video call.
Javier grunted, frustrated.
Very well. I'll take the town car back to the office and leave this one here.
He turned to Max with a grin.
Sorry, I have to run. But I look forward to spending more time with you. Goodbye.
As Javier left in a town car, Amelia was ushered into the limo to be reunited with her son.
Max, thank God you're okay. I'm so sorry, sweetie. The elevator got stuck again, and when I got back...
She was relieved to see him unharmed. Max took her hand.
Mom, it's okay. I'm all right.
Victor, still perched in a corner of the limo, spoke up.
Miss Rivera, on behalf of my boss and myself, we apologize for the misunderstanding. We didn't mean to cause any distress.
Amelia shot him a glare.
Is your boss crazy? Where is he?
She was furious that the man had managed to slip away before she could confront him.
Miss Rivera, unfortunately, my boss had to attend to an urgent matter, but he's invited you and Max to join him for dinner tonight. His driver can take you both to his estate now, if you'll allow it.
Victor offered a nervous smile, unsure if she would agree to see Javier. With a sharp glint in her eyes, Amelia replied,
I will absolutely join your boss for dinner. Tell him I can't wait.
She needed answers, and she'd make it clear that no one was taking her son without a fight. Max leaned in and whispered in her ear.
Mom, the man that was here before, he said he's my dad.
Amelia's heart tightened. This was not the conversation she expected.
It's a complicated story. The short answer is yes, he is. But I'll explain later, okay?
The limo drove toward Javier's home, and when they crossed a bridge leading to a private island estate, Amelia's jaw dropped. Max's father lives here? She had guessed the man was wealthy, but she hadn't expected private island rich. A member of the staff led Amelia down a long corridor to a lavish suite.
Please make yourself comfortable here, Miss Rivera.
The attendant said politely.
You can wait here until you're called for dinner.
Amelia nodded absent-mindedly. At 8 o'clock, Mr. Grant arrived to fetch Amelia for dinner, while Max was asleep. The butler led Amelia to the formal dining room, softly lit with candlelight. Just as she took a glass of wine to calm her nerves, footsteps echoed outside the dining room, making her heart race. The door swung open, and there, standing in the doorway, was a tall, striking figure with a commanding presence. Amelia's breath hitched when he stepped into view.
It is you.
Amelia stood frozen, her heart racing as she took in Javier's face. Sculpted, suave, and now even more alluring. It irked her that someone so vile could look this good. While she fought a flood of emotions that swelled inside, Javier's piercing dark eyes took in all of her and were struck by the sight. Her soft olive skin and chestnut hair were radiant in the glow of the candlelight. She was just as pretty as the night they met. Javier took a step closer.
Hello, Amelia.
His voice, smooth and familiar, hit her like a wave. She fought to suppress the flood of emotions.
Tell me, how have you been?
His question was maddening. 6 years of resentment, and now he was asking how she'd been. Without thinking, Amelia's hand shot up and struck him across the face. The sound of the slap echoed through the room. Javier's eyes darkened. Before she could react, bodyguards pinned her to the wall. Had Amelia been raised in her biological mother's home, she would have been shadowed by bodyguards at all times. Instead, here she was, forcibly pressed against the wall, helpless. Javier's head of security turned to him.
Your Royal Highness, are you okay?
Javier growled.
I'm fine. She's fine. Leave us.
The guards retreated, and Amelia, still furious, demanded.
Who the hell are you? Why did that man refer to you as Your Highness?
Javier licked a small cut on his lip and smirked.
I am Javier Calderon, the Crown Prince of Spain.
You expect me to believe you're a prince? Stop playing games with me.
Amelia stepped toward Javier, but he raised a warning hand.
Don't. The first slap was free. Hit me again, and I'll take it as flirting.
No one had ever dared strike the prince. Always surrounded by sycophants, he found Amelia's defiance both shocking and fascinating.
Get over yourself,
she snapped.
Tell me who you really are.
Javier sat, feigning boredom.
You have a phone. Google it.
Skeptical, she searched for the current Prince of Spain. Dozens of articles confirmed it. Javier Calderon, Prince of Spain. Her head spun. Amelia steadied herself.
Okay, Prince Calderon, what do you want? Why show up now?
He straightened.
Quite simply, I want my son. He should live with me.
Amelia shot up, lioness instincts flaring.
You have no right. You abandoned him, and now you want to waltz in and wreck his life again.
Javier stepped closer. Voice grave.
I believe you've forgotten the contract. Technically, both you and Max are contractually obligated to move in with me. But I'm reasonable. I won't force you. Max, however, will be moving in.
Amelia shot up.
You can't remove a child from the only home he's known.
You had him for 5 years. It's my turn.
Maybe that's karma for seducing a girl on her birthday and ditching her the next morning.
Javier's jaw tensed. He said nothing.
You don't get to call the shots just because you're a prince.
Kids adapt. His life will be better here. That apartment of yours, it's a death trap. Remember the elevator? My men got in within minutes.
She rolled her eyes.
Abducting your own son isn't proof of anything.
It proves it's not safe. Here he gets top doctors, real security, and a yard. Don't pretend that rundown building of yours is better.
She couldn't argue with the resources.
I know you can give Max more. He deserves that. But I won't send him to live with a stranger.
He smirked.
Stranger. We know each other intimately.
She flushed. He grinned.
But I agree, let's do that.
Her guard went up.
Do what?
You said Max should only live here if you move in too. Fine. I want my son in a 2-parent home.
You're twisting my words.
Didn't you say Max deserves the best? So what's the problem?
He had her cornered. If Max stayed, so would she. But she had terms.
Your estate's Far from my internship. I'll need a chauffeur.
Javier's eyes lit up.
Setting terms? I like that. Done.
She locked eyes with him.
And stop stalking me.
It's not stalking, it's intel. But fine, I'll stop if it bothers you.
He tilted his head.
The contract says you share my bed. I might enforce that clause.
Amelia's eyes flared.
I'd rather die. I'm not some harem girl you can handcuff to a headboard.
He chuckled.
Teasing. Who said anything about handcuffs? Dirty mind.
That did it. She raised her hand to slap him.
Relax.
Then saw the smirk on his face. He said,
The girl I knew could take a joke.
She clenched her fists.
That girl had to raise a child alone after being disowned by her family. Because of you. Try doing that for 6 years and see how funny life feels.
She turned to leave.
Amelia, wait.
She paused.
For Max's safety, no one can know I'm his father. I have enemies. If it gets out, he's a target. Not your family, not your friends, no one.
Her chest tightened. As much as it hurt, she understood.
You don't have to explain. I get it.
Good night, Amelia. It was good to see you.
She said nothing and walked out. Javier watched her go, a slow smile forming. The only woman who ever dared strike him now lived under his roof. He had a lot to make up for. He just hoped she'd let him. Javier was back to claim what was his. But Amelia had no intention of making it easy for him. A week passed since Amelia and Max moved into Javier's estate, but it still felt surreal. Days ago, she had to choose between groceries at the supermarket, putting back her own shampoo to afford Max's. Now she was in a villa with a staff catering to her needs. Amelia, of course, had no idea that this was the life she was supposed to lead, but was snatched from her at a young age. She had forgotten all about the necklace and her dreaded life at that orphanage. After struggling for the bare minimum for so long, all of this was new for her. On top of this, she dreaded running into Javier. To her relief, he had been away all week on business. She entered her bedroom and sat at her desk in the annex office, trying to catch up on work. Balancing the move and her internship as a translator with Miami's Council of Foreign Affairs had been tough. Tensions in her office were escalating as the High Commissioner of Foreign Affairs was meeting Mexico's nomis to the Prime Minister. And even as an intern, Amelia couldn't afford mistakes. The sleek cars arrived. As the Prime Minister stepped out with his entourage, a familiar face caught Amelia's eye. Her breath hitched. Charles Dawson, the man she had once loved and left behind. He looked even more distinguished than she remembered. When their eyes met, his expression darkened before she quickly looked away. Amelia's heart pounded. She wasn't sure if fate was being cruel or giving her a second chance. Either way, she wasn't ready for it. Amelia was dreading the inevitable, her and Charles crossing paths again. A gala dinner to honor Mexico's Prime Minister was just around the corner, and both of them would be there. As if that wasn't enough, Javier, the man she was contractually bound to and desperately trying to avoid, was the guest of honor. Dodging one was hard enough. Dodging both of them felt impossible. Her only plan was to stay invisible. But the second she stepped into the glittering dinner hall, all plans unraveled. Across the crowd, her eyes met Charles's, and the world blurred. Charles stepped closer. They stood frozen in awkward silence for a few seconds, until finally Charles broke it.
Hey.
He managed to say through his love-struck daze.
Hey yourself.
Amelia smiled.
We used to be more eloquent than this.
Charles laughed nervously.
Yeah, if you got us in the same room, you couldn't get us to shut up until we started dating. Then our mouths were occupied with other things.
She stopped herself.
Sorry, I made it awkward.
He shook his head.
It's okay.
He smiled, gazing into her eyes.
You look very beautiful in that dress.
Charles and Amelia were basking in the innocence of nostalgia. But from across the room, someone was seething. It was Sophie. She was dating Charles, but jealousy twisted in her gut like a knife.
Just then, a voice shattered Amelia's thoughts.
Amelia.
Her eyes widened in shock as Javier kissed her. Sophie and Charles froze. Everyone in the gala was in shock to see the Prince of Spain kissing a common girl. What royal secret was about to unfold, and how will it affect Amelia?
To find out what happens next, download the Pocket FM app in the next 1 minute to get free access to 29 episodes of The Royal Accident. Hurry before the offer disappears. Install the Pocket FM app and enjoy the free episodes now.